Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 58 of our challenge. Day 58. Hope you're having a very good day so far. Exciting times in March. I'm sure we're all buzzing from the excitement of the promo that was just announced. And yeah, the Match for Cash promo. Interesting times. Um, and yes, our 90-day continues. Soon enough, we'll be officially third, in the last third of our run. So yeah, great one. I hope it's going really well for you. I know that there's been so much activity at different levels. We're all, but I hope we're getting the activity. I hope we have learned some new things, implementing some new things that has really helped our businesses 2022. And hey, it's great that it's in March. That yes, we've been learning a whole lot, but today's topic really cool and really crucial, right, for this month and what we're doing at Max, and that is recruiting like a rock star. So yes, that is what day 58 is about. So thank you so much for joining. Whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the replay, yeah, do participate. Uh, yeah, share, contribute, ask questions, and all of that. Okay, so let's get right into it because this was part of Monday. Monday talk is usually extensive, but we couldn't have that particular class on Monday, so we had it yesterday, right? So it's the $1 million mentoring call, and Tony and Sarah Zaleki taught us quite a bit on how to recruit like a rock star. And yeah, once we implement these tips, it will definitely help. So thank you so much for joining. Okay, let me get right into it. So now it's very important, very important that in the course of us going about these things, we know. I mean, we're in business, right? We're in Max. For different things might have attracted us, but ultimately we're in it for business, right? So when you're not making the progress you want, it can be very frustrating when it seems like you're talking, you're doing the activity, but the needle is just not moving. You really can't get that customer, you can't get that business partner, especially. Yeah, it can be frustrating. But the first thing, very important thing that has to be shared is no matter how it can feel like it, especially when it seems that other people are getting the recruits, they're making the sales, they're getting new business partners, it feels like, oh, you're the only one that's different. You're the one who can't seem to do it right. You feel frustrated, like you're doing all the talking, so many hours on all these things being put into the activities. You're prospecting, you're inviting, all these things, but to just get people to say yes, commit money, actually make that first step is an issue. No matter how much you may feel like that, you are not alone. You are not alone. It is very important. And I want you to actually type in the chat, I am not alone. Even if you have a hard time believing it, right? Actually type that in the comments. I am not alone. Even type it in capital letters and really believe it, because you are not alone. You are not alone. It feels like that sometimes, but sometimes to voice our struggles, we usually like to celebrate our wins, obviously, but hey, let other people too know. People who are going to be watching this, let them know that they are not alone. So type that out in the chat, right? I am not alone. When I have frustrations in this business, I know I'm not alone, right? So, yeah, when it comes to recruiting, it's key that even when all these things are happening, that you don't get defensive. It's hard sometimes. I mean, when people are trash talking network marketing, oh, that bring one, bring two, bring 10 people business, or they're saying, oh, pyramid scheme, or oh, it doesn't work, or oh, like it's only the people that start early. All these things. We've heard it before, right? When people that were trying to expose and show the beautiful things going on at Max, right? When they're being all annoying in a sense, it's easy to kind of get defensive. Remember, I can't remember what day it was, but at some part of this run, right, we knew the three different levels when it comes to where you are in terms of being a professional being a network marketing professional, right? So The first stage is when, okay, if they come with objections, anybody's being loud, you kind of just accept their objections and you kind of like cower away. And then the second one is when you now get all defensive, like you want to defend your profession and all of that. Yeah, there is actually no need for that. But we want to constantly operate at HP where you handle it professionally. You're not being defensive, you're not being arrogant, you're not carrying away. So it's not like being at either end of a spectrum. You're just smack in the middle, giving information the correct way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Engineer Esther. I see you. Great, great, great. Okay, so no need to be defensive, no need to be intense, like it's like this business. Yes, it's work, but when you're not having any fun in it, when it now feels like maybe the kind of work that you're trying to escape. Maybe you have a job right now that you're working that you don't particularly like, or you've been in that kind of situation, right? You don't want Max to be that same kind of thing, right? You don't want it to be so like chilled and so tense and always frowning, you're not cheerful. People are just, I mean, their minds, they may not say it, but they're kind of like running away from you, like, this is how the business is. I don't want to be a part of it. All those kind of like signals that you give. It's really important to not be so intense. Yes, be serious minded, right? Take your business seriously, but hey, have fun, right? And it's not about piling pressure on yourself either. Like, okay, yes, maybe you gave yourself a target and then you're actually putting in the work, but maybe the result is not coming out as quickly, and then feeling so bad and strained and stressed, right? Stressed so much that in fact maybe you need to take like a double dose of CELGBT or something. So it's really important that this whole allowing yourself to be in this negative energy and stuff, or you just flat out start doing a pity party. I understand this business obviously is up and down. It's not as if you just talk to one person and hey, customers are coming and the recruits are coming, right? But don't kind of stay in that zone. Like, it's not going to help anything. It's not going to make your business better, right? And it's going to just repel people from you. So it's much better, right, to kind of shove that aside. Even if you have a discouraging moment, kind of quickly pick yourself up. You don't want to stay in that negative energy. So I'll quickly run through steps as quickly as possible to help you recruit like a rock star. The first thing, and it's a very important step, is that you keep your funnel full. We've been using the analogy of the funnel for a long time, right? Since towards the beginning of this run, the funnel. I should have, so bad I don't have my funnel beside me. But yes, keep your funnel full. Like, funnel full, there should always be honey. It should not be dry. Remember, we don't want to have just drops of honey that end up just sticking to the insides of the funnel, not flowing. No, you need to keep it full. How do you keep it full? Always have to be in conversations with people. All business is conversations. So get the numbers in. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Yes, you want to have quality people and in your interactions, right, you'll be able to get that saving, right? But make sure you pour as much honey inside, right? You want to be able to get drops of honey to flow out, like to flow down and flow out as quickly as possible, which is why we're even on this run, right? Trying to recruit in batches, trying to recruit a lot of people to force motion, not just 1 year, one in the middle of the year, that kind of thing. All what we are doing, all the conversations, all the different reach outs to hot market, warm market, cold market, all the different approaches and strategies we are using, right? It's about filling up that funnel. So you can't slow down. Even if you talk to 50 people, 100 people, it's like nothing is happening. Go on to the next 50, the next 100. Like, you have to keep it moving, right? And I mean, hey, it's a good challenge that Max has given us with this whole match for cash promo, right? So have to do it. So focus less on, this person is going to buy my product. This person is going to register. Just focus on at least getting the information, get your numbers in. That is the first critical thing. Yeah, and yes, Mr. Michael, definitely, it's a numbers game. It's definitely a numbers game, right? So the second thing is, get your numbers in, but you have to do your best. You have to do your best to make sure that people see the information in the right way. there's a wrong way, or there are wrong ways for them to get the information, and there are right ways. The fact is, yes, I mean, the reality is that we are different stages of our business, different stages of this professional way of doing the business, right? And things are kind of even evolved over time. We know this. But then getting your prospect to see the information the right way so that they can make an informed decision is really key. The way I present my information, the way somebody else can present it, can be two very different ways. I may do it in a horrible way or in a less than acceptable way, and it's not going to make sense to the person. The person doesn't want to be a part of it in any way. The other person presents it really well, educates the prospect properly, and then gets them signed up. So it's really important. And I mean, yeah, you may be new, you may be old, regardless. That is why we're creating like systems, and this is what we've been teaching as to how to trying to standardize the system, so that how they see the information is important. The first reach out, the first information you send to them, that whole are you ready 3-minute video, which we usually use that as the first tool, and then we can go on to either get them to see like the product video, the business video, be part of the Zoom, or attend the physical BOM, stuff like that. So that whole process is really important. It's really important, right? So get them to see the information in the right way, so that you at least are optimizing your chances of getting the sale or the sign up. The third thing is, and I know because this is something we think we all experience this, right? All in wanting to succeed as best as possible in this, right? You want to quickly recruit, get that money flowing. You want the money to flow, right? You want to recruit, you want to be able to get paid and all, right? But it's important to cultivate relationships, cultivate real relationships, regardless of how fast you want to run. And yes, success does love speed, and yes, we have to like put some urgency and get some momentum going. But cultivating relationships is really important. Really important. There's some people maybe you can sign up right away. There's some people that it's going to take so much time, and you're building a relationship for you to get to. So don't neglect that. Don't neglect that. Great relationships is what makes business stick. I know for some of us who've been around long enough, we've seen some people come to this business, we've seen them go for one reason or the other. But a strong reason why some of us are here, a strong reason why some people stay, right, is because of the relationships we built with this, right? Or if I recruit somebody, maybe we have a very good relationship, even if somebody is dangling a very nice carrot somewhere else, right? Person will want to stay here. That's when you have such relationships, it helps a whole lot. So yes, great relationships is what helps the business stick. Now another thing is, yes, some people, obviously, we know that we hear the stories of how somebody was being prospected for like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. They enjoyed the business until all those years passed. I mean, it can be crazy. Somebody's actually being followed up on all that time. It happens. People have different timelines. They get ready at different timelines. So even if they say no now or not yet, right, keep them in the funnel. Keep them flowing in the honey, right? Keep them there. Because things can change. Things can definitely change. Don't just X them like totally. Just have a follow-up system. Just checking on them and all of that, right? Now, it's key to learn what you need to do to succeed. Learn what you need to do to be able to succeed, right? You can't just come in and then it's the same old knowledge. You're not refining your process. You're not finding out for people that are doing things that are effective. You're not tuning your process. I mean, the fact that you're here in this group, you're watching this video means you want to learn more of the things that you can implement to move your business forward, right? Which is great. So this being in this way, being in this run, being in this Facebook group is a good step. You have to keep learning and implementing, right? The real test of you having learned something is in the doing. So it's not just to watch the video, write the notes, and that's it. Close your book and go to sleep. No, you have to implement. So learn what you need to do and implement. Focus on growing, right? Growing and getting better gradually. You're not going to become CD Ann or Dr. James or Dr. Bright or Chris and Tammy were nice. They have had years and years of work and training and implementing and really fine tuning to get to where they are, right? I mean, when I see people like Eric Worre and all these really top people and what they do, right, in their companies and in their industries, obviously it's taking time. They didn't go from 0 to 100. So focus on, if you're getting better by 1% each day, what is that like in 6 months, in a year's time? It's amazing. So just focus on that, be improving, and it's continuous. You can't just learn now, learn for 1 month and go to sleep. It has to be continuous. See what works. And then have different approaches to recruiting. It's really important that you don't just stick to one thing, like, oh, okay, talking to my family, talking to my friends, and it just kind of ends there, or it's always word of mouth or sending them messages or stuff. Have to be dynamic. Yes, that route, you can go that route and it can be working for you. But hey, you could branch out. Well, how about cold markets? How about things you can do in social media, right? I mean, different things we learn. There's even like people running ads and stuff like that. There are different approaches. You can connect with people on different platforms. On Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok. Different things. Try and do something new. Go into new spaces, ways, just things, right? The more poles you have in the water, I mean, for those who fish and are familiar with fishing, the more poles, like the fishing poles that you have in water, the more the fish you can catch. It's really that simple. So yeah, have different approaches. It doesn't hurt. I mean, you don't need to pile it on at once and overwhelm yourself, but gradually see how you can move it. Yeah, another thing is recruiting through your team. Recruiting through your team, what does that mean? It means, in acts and in this industry generally, right? We talk about building wide, right? Which is why you're trying to get all these recruits. New blood is the lifetime of the business. We know that, right? So building wide, but also building deep. That duplication, that thing that's going to take us to the next level, right? Our people, our partners, right, and their partners doing the same thing we are doing and making sure there's depth, right? Them having their own, them being growing into leaders. That is really important. So recruiting for your team just means helping your partners, right? Like a personal enrolled and all, helping them to get their own people, their own partners. As you are trying to get new blood, help them to try and get new blood. When I say help them, please, this is really important. I don't mean help them as in, oh, you've done all the work, you've prospected, you've invited, you've exposed someone, followed up on them, closed them, and then you now decide, oh, you're now going to register them on your person to help them, right? Eric Worre has said this before. Kindness sometimes can be meanness. And when you do work for people, when you just work with them, yes, that's the easiest way to kind of make them lax. They will not learn the process. They can easily just straighten and leave. Like, they have to put in the work, right? So that's not what I mean by help. But then help is, yeah, there are ways, especially when they are newer. Okay, you can help with like third-party credibility. Okay, which of your people do you think would be great at this? Would you really love to work with? Do you think, oh, this product is really good for them and you need to help? Okay, so third-party credibility, or like help pitching, or we can have like a small mini BOM, or I can see them in the office. Those kind of things, right? Things to just help that person, right, to get the new person, right? And with the right information, like taking them through the steps and all. And what does this do? It not only moves the person's business forward, your enrolled associate business forward, and your business forward. It doesn't just do this. It also teaches your person, right, how to go about handling other people, what to say to them, how to handle objections, kind of help them build them into those leaders. So it's really key, right? Help your partners to get new people. And then the last but not the least thing is, and this is something that we do not do as often for one reason or the other, ask people for referrals. Ask people for referrals, right? That sometimes we know really connected people who, okay, maybe they may even think that this is decent, right? It's a decent, I mean, the products are decent, it's a good community, hey, the business is good, but maybe you don't have time, yet, or one thing or another. So they are not the people like jumping on board, right? But then, yeah, they actually know people, right? So you can actually ask for referrals. Okay, so who do you know? Okay, who this product could benefit? Somebody you could link me up with, or maybe who is looking, the serious-minded person looking for good opportunities and all of that, right? So you can actually ask. Don't be afraid to ask for the referral. That's the point of this whole thing. Don't be afraid. It's not sleazy. We're not scamming people here, right? We're giving them legitimate solutions to their health and financial needs. So ask for the referral, but take it a step further, because many people love to take from people, right? And people are annoyed by that, especially people who are really connected or and are just giving. Everybody wants to take from them. So don't stop at just, oh, can I have a referral? Go a step further and ask. Ask how you can add value to they themselves, right? If they're a business person, right, how can I help promote your business by me posting about it, sharing information about it, right? Whatever it is you do, like how can I actually add some value to it? Like everybody has something to offer. Even to the person who seems to be in a better state or higher status than you have something to offer, right? So, yeah, two things: you ask for the referral and then seek how you can genuinely add value to them. It's really important, right? So, I hope we got some good stuff from that. Hope we got some good stuff. Now, the assignment. The assignment is simple. It may not be simple for some, but really it's simple, it's straightforward. And that is get one referral from somebody. Actually ask someone for a referral. But remember, don't end there. Ask, seek how you can actually add value to them, or what can I do for you? Right? People often do not hear that. So that's a nice touch to even make them kind of feel better and be willing to help. So yes, if this makes sense to you, I want you to actually type in the comments referral, right? If you understand the importance of referrals, because hey, um, I don't know if how many of us have heard Dr. Bright Reduce story, right? So the initial person who was introduced to Max, who happened to be his cousin, I believe, right, wasn't interested, but she knew of him and oh, this could be something for him, and then he was now a referral. And hey, it's turned out very nicely for both the person who enrolled and for Dr. Bright. I mean, it was a beautiful partnership with Max that started from there. So hey, don't be afraid. You do not know the gem that somebody else knows who you guys can actually connect and beautiful things can happen. So if you take on this challenge, if you agree to it, type in referral in capital letters. I want to see referral in the comments. Yeah, let's know who is taking this on, and yeah, it'll do us a whole lot of good. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you got some good value. Yes, Match for Cash is on. So let's do our hardest to really get our business to go up notches this month. I wish you all a beautiful evening, afternoon, morning, depending on when you see this. All right, thank you.